everyone, and welcome to this week's Webinar Wednesday, which is a very exciting one as it's on the Caribbean this week, my personal favourite. And we have not just one, but three fabulous hotels that we're going to talk you through today. And we actually have some people live from the hotels. So we're going to start with Adele, who is at Calabash, and she's going to talk through that hotel for us before going on to Ross at Cap Maison. And then Fiona is going to talk to us all about Curtain Bluff. So we've got a really exciting session for you guys today. If you have any questions as we go through, just pop them in the Q&A box. And we're going to go through questions after each hotel's presentation. So make sure you get all your questions in for each hotel once they've wrapped up. But any questions at the end, Fiona will go through. So don't worry if you don't quite get it in on time. But yeah, without further ado, I will pass you on to Adele. And yeah, very exciting session ahead.
Thank you so much. All right, let me just share my screen and then I will introduce myself with a visual to it. Right, so my name is Adele Garbett. My family own and run the Calabash Hotel here in Grenada. And like Cap Maison and Curtain Bluff, we are relais and chateau as well. Why is that not doing it? Come on screen. There we go. So this is Calabash in a nutshell. So this aerial video just shows the an overlook of the hotel. We are set on 8 acres of beachfront land. We've got 30 suites at the moment, but this year we are closing for 4 months to start the process of building 6 more rooms. We've also got 3 restaurants and bars, an Elemis spa. We've got a 24-hour fitness room. We also host lots of little in-house activities, which I'll tell you about. We also do have a full dive and water sports center right on the beach, which is a super facility. And then we do have floodlit tennis courts as well. So the most ideal client for Calabash tends to be honeymooners, couples, people who love really good food. And we have lots of variety of food, having 3 restaurants on site. We do welcome families, but only kids over 6. We do have interconnecting rooms, but no kids club or anything like that. So we often suggest that kids are a little bit older, but generally couples are safe at the hotel. So just to give you a sort of an overview of our suites have all recently been upgraded. Some have, and so this is an image of our penthouse suite bathroom just to show some of our more recent upgrades. Some have got their own private pools. We also have these walkthrough videos of all of our rooms, so you can kind of see, from a first-hand view of exactly what they look like, exactly how the space flows. I think this is a great selling tool, but also it's really great for to be sent to the client. So these sit on our website. They're also on our YouTube page. You can see the view from the rooms just here. And then you can send these on to the client so they know exactly what they're getting when they arrive. There's nothing worse than getting to a room and thinking this is not exactly what I expected. So we have these videos that really show all the rooms. We've got one for each category. This is our lowest room category, our West Side suites, which are actually closest to the beach, recently been upgraded as well. And even at the lowest room category level, they sort of feel very spacious and cozy and sort of warm as well. Our pool suites have got pools and baths on the decking, which is a lovely little wow feature. And then I just wanted to sort of show some of the renders of our new suites which we're building. 2 penthouses up on the hillside there, and then we've got 4 deluxe suites which will be built near our other rooms, and hopefully be finished in Q1 of 2026, which is creeping up on us really quickly. Being part of Relais and Chateau means huge focus on food and beverage, which is something that we've always done. It's been very core to Calabash for many years. Your day starts with breakfast on the beach, which is just such a lovely treat. Breakfast on the beach, sorry, breakfast in your room. You do have breakfast on the beach as well. So 2 really lovely ways to start the day. If you just don't feel like getting up and getting dressed and heading down to a restaurant, you can just have it delivered to you. It's a full in-room dining service. or the other option is to have it on the beach. And most of our guests do choose the beach because it is a lovely way to start the day. Our beach club restaurant is where our guests spend most of the day. So we do serve lunch and breakfast down here, and we do a couple of dinners during the week. It's a casual style menu, sort of tapas dishes. We do have a pizza oven down there as well, so it's a little bit more casual. And then as you head into dinner, not casual at all. This is Rhodes Restaurant, which is our fine dining restaurant. It's a very popular restaurant with people coming in locally as well. But as we mentioned, it's fine dining. It's sort of our flagship restaurant. And then we have our third restaurant, Nori, which is up at our pool area. It's a tiny restaurant, just 5 or 6 tables. And the style is Japanese sort of sushi restaurant. So it's just a more casual alternative to Rhodes. If you didn't want to have fine dining every night, you can opt to have something a little bit more casual. And we sit on this lovely white sand beach. Everybody comes to the Caribbean for the beach, and so this beach has it's very calm, easy bathing for everybody. Um, and we've recently built this jetty just over the water, so we have private dining events in there. We also do painting masterclasses on there. I've got a pool overlooking the property, Elemis Spa with 3 treatment rooms, a couple of floodlit tennis courts. We have the dive site right on site on our beach, and then we've got the dive sites are just 20-30 minutes away, so very easy to get through. Diving in Grenada is fantastic. So definitely worth going. If you don't dive, snorkeling, they do several snorkeling trips as well. We put together really nice private experiences like beach dining, beach picnics, and things like that, just to sort of enhance the stay, and people really do love them. I mentioned the painting masterclass, which is one of the things that we put together our weekly activities. We also do cookery classes, wine tasting. Gosh, I'm trying to think of them all now. Water aerobics, Pilates, yoga, things like that. So there's a lot of activity happening at the hotel as well as in Grenada. So I got my last few slides are just about Grenada, which I know is a sort of a lesser known destination, but it is really fantastic place. There's so much to do. We've got great beaches, but also a great rainforest product here as well. The seas are calm around Grenada, so great sailing, great diving, fantastic beaches, and so much to do in the rainforest, whether it's hiking, waterfalls, seeing monkeys. There's a lot to do with agriculture as well. So we have a lot of fine flavored chocolate in Grenada and 6 or 7 chocolate factories as a result of that. So you can see the entire process and make your own chocolate bars as well, which is really cool. Sailing around Grenada is fantastic. And we're just at the bottom of the Grenadine island chain. So we do have guests who come and spend a few nights with us, then charter a boat, usually with a captain, etc., and then go up to the Grenadine Islands, which is a really fantastic trip as well. Speaking of the Grenadines, we do have a 2 center package with Beckway Beach Hotel, and you spend a few nights at Calabash, a few nights with them. There's a few complimentary additions as well as the inter-island flight included in the package. In addition to that, we also do have our complimentary meal plan upgrades. So we're running that right from April earlier this year all the way through to December. So if you book bed and breakfast, you get upgraded to half board, or if you book half board, you get upgraded to all inclusive. So it's really great, wonderful deal, and works really well for us. So that's all the way through to December now. And that's everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Adele. I don't think there's any questions yet in the chat box, but people might think of some as we go through. So
Yeah, I'll hang on in that case then.
great, thank you. Next is Ross.
Thank you very much, Adele. Nice presentation. Bang on 10 minutes. Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, was it as much
Really
as
good.
10? I'm sorry.
Let me just share my screen. Where's it gone? Yeah, sorry, just bear with me. I'll just drop down my presentation. The other thing, Adele, that there's a good 2 center with Cap Maison. with the British Airways double drop into Grenada and St. Lucia.
And the two hotels work very well together, both being part of
Yeah.
Relais and Chateau, and very similar in a lot of ways.
Can you see that now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So Cap Maison and St. Lucia, as with Calabash, were members of Relais Chateau. Thank you, Calabash, for proposing us back in November 2023. We've become the first hotel in St. Lucia to ever become a Relais Chateau property. So we're very proud of that. And as with Calabash, strong emphasis on small boutique and great service and great food. We're seated on this lovely bluff. So we have 360 views around from the property facing west. So a great location. And then down below is Smuggler's Cove, which is home to our second restaurant, The Naked Fisherman. As with Calabash, we get 60% of our guests at The Naked Fisherman from outside the hotel and 40% from the Cliff restaurant. So it really has become two very strong restaurant destinations. This is the beautiful view looking onto Pigeon Island through one of our communal pools. One of the strong features of the hotel are the private pools. We've got 14 different private pools. We went through an extensive renovation 2 years ago. This is reception and the courtyard pool. And then on the left is our entry-level room, the garden view room, and a courtyard villa. So the colors are very subdued, very calming, very tranquil. And guests that stay with us, they really get a sense of the energy of the property. It's calming. It's just a place that you could regenerate, relax, and enjoy great food, beverage, and service. We have 22 villa suites. Villa suites come with their own kitchens, come with either a rooftop terrace pool or a pool on the ground floor. And then this is the setting on the bluff with the Cliff restaurant with the lights at the front. And then down below was the Rock Maison. And then this is the Naked Fisherman restaurant, which we've just refurbished last year. We added the roof and new furniture, and it's open for lunch and dinner. I love this picture of the chef and his team. Craig, affectionately known as the White Welsh Rastafarian bodybuilder. You can spot him there. But he's a great developer of people. He's worked with Relais and Michelin before. And he just nurtures the young staff of St. Lucia and brings them on to be the best that they can be. The Cliff restaurant, which is our signature restaurant, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Terrific views, looking west out to the sea. A la carte breakfast and a la carte lunch and dinner. And the Cliff bar. Again, the Cliff was refurbished about 2 years ago. We have this unique dining deck down below the Cliff, and it's linked to the bar with a champagne zip line. So we put a bottle of champagne, it zips its way down to the Rock Maison, and a number of engagement rings have made the same journey, and to date everyone said yes, which is fantastic. Beautiful spot, and most evenings it's taken for private dining. We have a lovely cellar on property with about 355 different wines from 14 countries. And you see at the front the rum, which we age, bottle on property. So we've got a 10-year-old Solera cask and a 10-year-old aged rum punch as well, only available through the hotel. Aerial view of the Naked Fisherman. What's nice about the location, Naked Fisherman, one, it's relatively secluded, and you can only get there by steps going down to the beach. And it's just a note, if anyone's hard of walking, then they would have restrictions. But you and I, there's no problem at all. Great place just to chill and relax. People come for an hour, spend 5, a nice bottle of rosé and some shellfish. Beautiful snorkeling, the left-hand side and right-hand side of the cove with natural corals. St. Lucia itself, a great place just to unwind, big on adventure. There's rainforest walks, you can climb the pitons. We've got natural habitat. This is Adam Toussaint, who does wildlife walks and bird walks within the rainforest of St. Lucia. So there's lots to do if you want to do it, and there's less to do if you don't want to do it. And it's really a case of what you want to get from your experience of staying with us in St. Lucia. Who do we attract? Primarily couples, special occasions, but we do have villas, 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. So we get families during the traditional family vacation periods of Christmas, Easter, and summer. Great for dolphin and whale watching. River rafting was just introduced about a year ago. And we have the Friday night street party that happens in the local village close to us. So nice to dip into a bit of local culture, music, and lots of street food going on as well. And I'll just mention that we will be developing over the next 2 years a new property adjacent to Cap Maison. It's about 2 acres. We're going to put 8 one-bedroom suites, a lap pool, tennis, pickleball, and a chef's table. And once we develop the plans for that, we'll share them with you. But we think it's going to be a great addition to Cap Maison, and it'll be a unique property with its own spa and gym as well. So as I said, more information on that to follow. I just want to finish by saying thank you very much for the business you provide to us. We're very grateful. We don't take it for granted. We're here to look after your clients. Anything we can do to make that even better, just let us know. If you have clients coming to stay, just drop me a note. We'll always put a note from you and a bottle of champagne in their room. And again, we're very grateful for that business. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Ross. And then on to Fiona for Curtain Bluff.
Thank you so much, Adele and Ross. I always love hearing the presentations when there's someone else doing them. There's always something to pick up on and learn, isn't there? So if like we've said before, if there's any questions, please do pop them in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. Otherwise, yeah, we'll get to them at the end. Okay, can you see my screen okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so my name's Fiona. I'm the Director of Sales and Marketing at Isacker Exclusive, and I'm very happy to represent not only Cap Maison Calabash, but Curtain Bluff as well in Antigua. And hopefully I can fly through this presentation in 10 minutes without any issues. So Curtain Bluff is another beautiful Relais Chateau property on the south coast of St. Lucia, just down here. So the airport's up here in the north, and it's about a 30-minute road transfer down to Curtain Bluff. Anywhere in Antigua is approximately 30 minutes, assuming you don't get stuck behind any traffic at all. So not far to go to get to the hotel. So Curtain Bluff is located on this beautiful peninsula here, and all of the rooms and suites have really fabulous sea views. So no dodgy views here to worry about at all. It's an all-inclusive property, and we only do all-inclusive here, and I'll get into those inclusions in just a moment. We have 2 beaches. On the left-hand side here, we have the Calm Beach, ideal for paddle boarding if you want to learn how to do that, or any swimming. And on the right-hand side over here, where the rooms and suites look over, we have what we call the Surf Beach. No, I'm a Cornish girl. I'm not about to pick up my surfboard and be surfing here. But just to let you know, it is a bit more choppy on this side, and it's not necessarily recommended for swimming, but it is a beautiful view to have from your room, and it's really lovely to fall asleep with the sound of the waves. This here is the Calm Beach, and as you can see, we have Sea Grape Restaurant on the left-hand side, just here, and the non-motorised and motorised water sports with the water sports centre are just here on the right-hand side. All 72 rooms and suites have beautiful sea views, like I said, and those on the ground floor, which will be the beachfront deluxe rooms and the beachfront junior suites, these are all with direct access out onto the beach. So quite unusual in the Caribbean, obviously, to be able to walk straight out from your room, espresso in your hand in the morning, and to be straight on the beach with the toes in your sand. Sorry, the sand in your toes, not your toes in the sand. So here we have the Grey Space Suite, which is our top room category. It comes with a lovely small plunge pool on the balcony as well. All of the rooms and suites have been refurbished in the last couple of years, so they're all looking really bright and modern. Some of the suites have private pools. All of them have sea views, like I said. So the bluff rooms, terrace suites, and the one-bedroom suites all are up on the cliffside, so they have lovely views out to the sea. And then we have our rooms, junior suites and our deluxe rooms, and the Grace and Morris Bay suites, which are closer to the facilities of the resort, so better for those with any issues with walking. But those are, with the ground floor ones, have direct access out onto the beach. This here is my very favourite room type, which is going to be refurbished yet again this year. It was only refurbished in 2019, but we're doing it again. And these ones are the beachfront junior suites with the direct access straight out onto the sand. And our deluxe rooms here are the lead-in room categories. Again, you can have one on the upper floor with great sea views or one on the ground floor with direct beach access. We have CB Kids Club, which is for children 3 to 11 years, which is open 5 days a week. Tennis is a really big thing for us at Curtin Bluff. We have 4 great tennis courts here, which are floodlit, and we have pros on staff as well. Motorised and non-motorised water sports are included in the rate. If you're a PADI certified diver, you can also go diving, but it's $125 per person per dive. Snorkeling trips take place twice a day, and those are complimentary as well. I would recommend that you're a semi-decent snorkeler, though, to take part in that. So please do bear that in mind for your clients. And we're very close, about 10 minutes away from Cades Reef, which is the best reef in Antigua. So in the other inclusions we have a number of facilities on site. So we have a lovely spa. The spa treatments, of course, are extra, but we also have a pickleball course, half a basketball court, squash court, shuffleboard, and a number of other sports activities. So there's always something for you to do once you're at Curtin Bluff. We also do martini tasting, rum tasting. I'm sure you can do rum tasting at Calabash and Cap Maison too. Lovely rum in the Caribbean, of course. And we have 2 swimming pools. We have our adults only pool with a beautiful view of the sunset, which is here. And we have our main pool, which I don't have a picture of. And this one is set back from the beach and it's open for anyone. We have 2 restaurants, Sea Grape Restaurant here, serving Caribbean, Mediterranean food for lunch and 3 times a week for dinner. This year, we're going to completely refurbish Sea Grape Restaurant, and we're hoping we can then open it every night for dinner as an alternative to our main restaurant, which is Tamarind, which is open for breakfast and dinner every single day and has live music every night. And if you don't want to peel yourself off your sun lounger, don't worry, we'll bring lunch to you, and room service is also included in the rate. We have a fabulous wine cellar, of course, and beautiful sunset views. And if you have anyone travelling, same for Calabash and Cap Maison, and you know they're there to celebrate an anniversary or proposal, please do let the team know, or let me know and I can let the team know. And we can always make sure to organise something special for them. So I hope that gives you a good overview of Curtin Bluff. If there's any questions at all, please feel free to drop them in.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Fiona. Honestly, 3 of my favourite properties that we have in the portfolio. So really great session to hear about all of them all at once. I think we do have a couple of questions. So one for Calabash is how central, how easy is it to get from Calabash to the main sites of Grenada?
Oh, really easy. Grenada is actually somehow magically and miraculously really well set up. The airport, all the other hotels and the best beaches are sort of within a 5-mile radius. So from the airport, a 10-minute journey, and then to the rainforest, 40 minutes maximum. And the entire Grenada can be done in about an hour and a half, or maybe a bit longer than that, 2.5 hours. But the main sites you'd go to are no more than 40 minutes away.
Perfect, thank you. And one for Cap Maison, the Rock Maison private dining, is that suggested to you book that prior to arrival? Should agents be booking that ahead of their guests getting there?
Yeah, great question. And yes, for sure, it gets booked up most evenings. So the lead-in time is at least a couple of months, especially in high season. So it's a high demand area. If the rock is not available, we've got the gazebo as an alternative. And we also have the wine cellar as well as an alternative.
Nice. Lovely. And is that dinner and lunch? Is that like all meals they can?
We tend to promote breakfast and dinner just because of the heat of the day is quite hot down there. So
Yeah,
breakfast and dinner are the best options.
no, that makes sense. And another question is the package, the Calabash and Bequia Beach package, is that sold via Hummingbird? Yes. I mean, I think I can answer that one. But Adele, feel free to add anything else. But yes, we can facilitate that, booking that definitely. And then I think that's all the questions. Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you found it useful. And remember, we host webinars every Wednesday with lots of our different destinations and hotel partners. So be sure to tune in. And if you ever miss any, they're all on our YouTube channel. So you can catch up and rewatch the recordings whenever you feel you need to. But thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And thank you, Adele, Ross, and Fiona. That was really, really great.
Thank you for your time. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you
All
so
righty.
much, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.